Well, I'll probably start part 4 of the playthrough of Portal 2 around here. So, Aperture Science Innovators, I thought I'd end with the climax of falling into this facility. Oh, and there's a bird who's got potatoes. And it flew off. Alright. Well, okay, we're here. I like this music as well, by the way. But we fell all this way down into this part of the facility. Completely abandoned from the looks of things. All junk everywhere. Oh, 9. Let's just get over here. And get up here. So yeah, we put Wheatley in charge of the facility. It seems as if he's betrayed us. And now we've got to just try and get back, I guess. Do whatever we can. GLaDOS has been taken by someone. Or some bird, sorry. Oh my god, this place is an absolute wreck. That's cool to see though. So let's just go. I wonder what we're going to get here. Well, I'll say that. I know what we're going to get here, but look, keep out. Do not enter. Condemned testing area. Keep out. Vitrification order. 15th of the 6th, 1961. Oh, what's this? Enrichment shaft may contain unsafe quantities of cosmic ray spallation elements. Interesting. So yeah, they're just telling us to stay out of this place. Admittance to authorized personnel only. I say bollocks to that. We're getting our asses into this facility. It just makes me want to explore it even more. 09. Let's go. So we have to work our way down. Yeah, cosmic ray elements. Ah! Alright, it's too late to go back now. We've been warned, we gotta stay out, but we're not gonna stay out, we're gonna keep going. Because that's the only path we can take. So that's interesting. Oh god, you see that aliasing on the railings there? How it shimmers. But it is the Switch, so you can't expect the hardware of the Switch to be able to handle like really good anti-aliasing. Yeah, let's just pull the lever. Nothing's gonna happen, right? Just the big vault door. So let's just see what this says. So it's test shaft 09 Zulu Bunsen. So it's just abandoned and vitrified. Hatch reclusion override. I thought that was started with an M for a second. No, we got a few seconds to get our asses over there and to do this. Yeah, but see, that's how you can exist in 2 places at once. Is by using portals, or you know, travel faster than fast. Yeah, faster than Sonic. Reminds me of something you have to do in Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song, actually, like towards the end of the game. That's a little spoilerish though, so I'm sorry for that. But there must be something good behind this hatch door for it to be so massive, right? Oh, it's just a tiny little door. That was not anticlimactic or anything. Or that, yeah, it's just a massive hatch to hide a tiny little door on the other side. Damn. I mean, that is kind of funny though, just to give a sense of scale. And there's just like a couple chairs here as well, because reasons. Let's go. Entering this vitrified aspect of the Aperture Science facility. Why it was vitrified? Probably because of cosmic rays, not ways. Rays. From outer space. What's this? Do not lean on railing. Oh yeah, that does look bad. Looks like it's you don't want to be touching this stuff. It's been here for years. Probably going to kill you instantly. Got spears as well. Oh god. Yep, that definitely has seen better days. And how it's just collapsed right now out of absolutely nowhere. You know, it's had all this time to do this and it's just happened right now. But yeah, we've got Aperture Science Innovators, a crumbling sign. Some of these spheres just broken in the goo. Those spheres look alright though. 1952. Okay, contamination area. What do we have here? Experiment discontinued. Oh, it's filled with cement. Test chambers 1 to 200. Oh, they had 200 test chambers back here. And underground train to shafts 1 and 8. Well, that's no longer existent. See, this is how you know, build on your like world. You know, there's 200 test chambers and different shafts you can go to. So that just adds a sense of depth to the location. This place is huge. So many different tests we could do, but we don't get to see any of them. Alright, let's go in here.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who's ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place.
Oh, really?
That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
Cave Johnson. We want the best. And they just so happen to have the best right here. So what I'm trying to do is just go down here. Because it's the main lift to the surface. Sub-level 193. Elevator is out of service until no time whatsoever. So that's bad. Oh, welcome to the future of tomorrow. The Aperture Science Innovators. It's established in 1947. So obviously we just walk along the catwalk, but obviously it's just been broken. We got to go over there. So I remember this part taking me a while to figure out. It's actually kind of cool what you have to do. But we just got to get our asses down there. Then work our way over to around here-ish. Whoa! Through the O into the other side. Awesome.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure.
Okay.
Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will.
Okay.
Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor.
Alright.
Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Okay.
Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Yeah, you'll know when the test starts because you have to fight mutated mantis people. So that's Cave Johnson, looking like a happy, handsome young man right there. In the 1950s anyway, 1947, Spirit of Idaho. Yeah, National Potato Board, Potato Science in 1955. Shower curtain salesman in 1943. That's what the guy used to do. Local entrepreneur, buys salt mine. Upper Michigan. So that's where this takes place, I guess, in Michigan somewhere. So just all the awards that Aperture Science used to have. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year, runner-up in 1954 on who came first, and in 1952 as well. You know, I don't suppose Black Mesa would have came first or anything like that, you know. Maybe they didn't even exist back then, because this was the 1950s. I mean, come on. So, there's no blue line, but I think we just have to go here. Wait for the attendant. Fuck that, we don't need to wait for anyone. Everyone's gone. Like, everyone. So, it's all completely abandoned, so it's all up to us now to do whatever we see fit. We own the place now. Effectively, if we're the only one here. Or do we? But anyway, so we gotta figure out where to go. So, what does this say? Do not fall down elevator shaft. that's just begging someone to do it, isn't it? But we can actually go over there, and this is for achievement purposes. We gotta listen to all these recordings.
Just a heads up, we're gonna have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Yep, a superconductor pointed right at you.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be coal. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen.
That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, it's just excreting coal, which ain't good.
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Yeah, I wonder why they've been discontinued and vitrified. You know, having a superconductor pointing at you, having your feces turn to coal and blood turn to gasoline, like that's what you call science. That's what you call progress right there. That's why this is Aperture Science Innovators, because no one's going to have the right mind to do anything like that. Or like this. Whoa! Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Pump Station Alpha, let's go. So nothing's going to happen here. Obviously, what's this? Know your allergies. Pollen, animal, plastics and antimatter. Yeah, don't get into contact with antimatter, whatever you do. Don't touch anything unfamiliar. Do not inhale fumes, no matter how good they smell. That's hazardous materials and chemical hazards. Let's just throw that lever, because that's not going to do anything. The surface is all the way up there with the two people in the car. And this is the repulsion gel, I think. Look at that blue loveliness. It's just cycling around inside there. So I think we need to work our way up and out of this place. Maybe. Who knows? Well, that door's locked, so that's no good to us. How about up there? Safety first. Together we can make 1956 the lowest unexpected casualty anthem ever. It's probably the worst, wasn't it? I'll just guarantee that it's the worst.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
Interesting. So yeah, it seems that the catwalk over there was supposed to bring us here, but it's all fell down, all fell apart, and now we go through here. And so now we proceed upwards into the enrichment spheres. It's funny because I wanted to see if you could do like an enrichment sphere in Portal 1. Just make the size of the sphere and you use like a hollowed out brush model. And I think it works. I think there's just a couple instances of invalid geometry for whatever reason. Oh jeez, it's a little bright now, isn't it?
Let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel.
Okay.
You're not part of the control group, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs.
Ow.
Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
That's gotta hurt though, seriously. Like you jump and then you expect to bounce, but then it's just fucking nasty, man. But we're in shaft 9. Those are the other shafts. And we don't want to be touching this stuff. I would love to believe this was water at some point, but you know, in Aperture we don't know that. So don't touch. But remember that this test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science portable quantum tunneling device. If you have not received one, please find a test associate before participating in any Shaft 09 enrichment activity. So they had the portal gun back in like the 50s. That would be revolutionary for science. But did you know that repulsion gel was Aperture's first attempt to create a dietic pudding substitute? I can't speak, but of course, it's true. Gel is a sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of a dieter's distended stomach and out of his or her mouth. For various reasons, this was on shelves. So yeah, that was supposed to be something that you ate, and it would do this to your insides. Just bounce all the shit around in there, but of course, innovative, yes, but practical, probably not. That's Aperture Science Innovators for you. have all these great ideas, but then in actuality, it's just a no-go. And I love the arpeggiation of the music as well.
The lab
Like
boys
that,
just
right there,
informed
what
me
you
that I
just
should
heard.
not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Cave Johnson. Next chamber this way, we can't go that way. Ah, sometimes. But yeah, it just gave me an idea. Just talk about the control group and make more pre-recorded messages. That is why Cave Johnson is awesome, because he just doesn't listen to the people around him. Awesome. So let's just go down this way. I mean, look at how big as well these tests are, and the use of colours and different coloured
For this
materials.
next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a bowling chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Oh dear, so we had to be very careful not to sit on any of the chairs because they would have gave you something nasty. Let's just put it that way. Oh, Cave Johnson, the legends. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I meant by the arpeggiation of the music. You know, it's just when you bounce off the gel. So it's just I'm sure I like the a certain key change in this. But anyway, we gotta go there, and then do this, break our legs, and make it. Nice, we won.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel.
That's
we haven't
handy.
entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Yeah, so it's apparently a unique element, and yeah, I think there's a little bit of geometry that you saw there, and that's actually like the top of the enrichment sphere. It kind of just clips in a little bit into the elevator. So that's a little interesting to see that. I thought, no, you don't see that, but apparently you do. Ah, this is good. The test doesn't even exist. It's all
these
falling
science
over.
spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos.
That's
Good news is
asbestos.
the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
It makes a happy face. Awesome. Asbestos, by the way. It's not good. It is not really not good.
I like your
Whoa,
style.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
You
whoa,
make
whoa.
up your own rules, just like me. Bean counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Ramps are expensive. Oh jeez, we've unleashed the repulsion gel. Not good. But oh well, it's not like we're gonna need it or anything like that. Whoa, he's bouncing around like an asshole. Oh wait, no, we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to do this. That globule of the gel as well. Ah, should have timed it so the gel splatter would be in time with the whatchamacallit. Yeah, of course. Whoa, just bouncing around like an asshole. Nah, I think we have to get our asses up here somehow. See that? Actually, you know what? Bouncing around like a fucking idiot. Whoa! You see how pixelated that gel blob just looked then? Okay, get our asses up here. So then we can get up there. You see, it's just a little bit of intelligence, you know what I'm saying? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. But we can still do this. You do that. And sploosh. Let's just yeah, get some of that repulsion gel all the way over there. So then we can do this. I hope this bloody works. I hope this works.
Just a heads up that
Vertically unchallenged.
calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
It actually triggers the reaction. That's funny. It's like, yeah, don't stress about it because that actually will happen if you stress about it. So just relax, you know. The coffee. Yeah, you can't trust Aperture with anything. I'm sorry, they're just gonna fuck you over and not care one bit. But you see this
Now,
nerd,
if
he
you're part
doesn't
of
forget
control
it.
group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
That's not good now, is it? Come on, I need to get up here. Okay, so that seems to be water from the looks of it. That just comes crashing on out, and that erases any gel that you place.
Telling them, keep your pants on. Alright, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
It'll wipe out time entirely. Of course it will. Yeah, time travel. Well, we've got gel flow and gel flow. I like how you just see it's just like a splodge that just appears out of nowhere. That's awesome. Accident hurt. You will be hurt. Co-workers, don't endanger others. The company, replacements are costly. Science, investigations impede progress. Safety first. Excellent advice. Wouldn't disagree with that. You know, we are trying to do science here at Aperture Science. You know, we're not doing chemistry or biology or none of that crap, even though we were experimenting with praying mantises. No, we're doing science and physics, so you know, just don't care about anything. Even though what I said just makes no sense, but still. This is Cave Johnson we're talking about. He just wants the lab, boys.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. You and me against the world, son. I like your grit.
That was lucky as shit, by the way.
Now let's solve this thing.
Let's solve this thing. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, there's an achievement to basically catch the bouncy box before it even touches the floor, and it just bounced right into my face, which I honestly didn't anticipate would happen. So that was actually quite awesome that I managed to get that. So yeah, you get to see like achievement guides just a little bit from watching these videos, I guess you can say. Oh jeez, I nearly jumped in between the railing. Nearly died.
Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
Just Cave Johnson, yeah. Because you're fired. No, not you, test subject, because you're doing fine. But no, yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You're fired. That's the cleverness of the writing in this game. Yeah, I love this game. I don't know how many times I'll have to say it throughout the course of this playthrough, but I think this game's really good.
Congratulations. The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there will always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
Well, we're about 4 kilometers underground now, so we made some progress at least. But we can't escape because obviously this was supposed to be in the 1950s and this place has been condemned long ago. So, excuse me. Oh, so sorry about that everyone. Distraction City today, just with everything that's been going on. Basically, I just had to take a phone call that was scheduled for, let me just double check the time, about an hour and 15 minutes from the time that I'm doing this. So I was anticipating to have to do this call after I'm done with this part, because I'm going to get to the next bit and then just round the video off because of everything that's happened. I think I just need to stop for today. I've been going for 1 hour and 10 minutes and that's going to split into 2 parts of, well, however long that is going to end up being. So I'm sorry for the distractions and the interruptions and all that, and having to pause the video and continue and all that stuff. It's just one of those things that's happened. But we get pump station beta, or beta, however you want to pronounce it, but I say beta. Sometimes I say beta for gaming purposes, but anyway, that is what it is. And here we are. It's the next phase of the Aperture Science Innovators. Oh yeah, the wall with the massive crack in it. 1971 it seems this was. And again...
Friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related.
You can see the decline in Aperture, can't you? $60 just to complete the tests. And then you go in as far as to say, oh yeah, we want the best and you're it. But no, can't keep a straight face.
If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there.
Yeah, okay.
The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%.
Hit you with jet engines? And...
Alright, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it.
Ah, and oh, what do we have here? It is the Borealis, ship overboard. Or the dry dock, I guess it's supposed to be. For the Borealis, so it's a little reference to Half-Life 2 Episode 2, where, or I guess Half-Life 2 Episode 3, which is where Gordon and Alex were supposed to be heading to the Borealis, and if Epistle 3 from Mark Laidlaw is anything to go by, then they're supposed to use the Borealis to destroy the Combine's invasion nexus, and there's supposed to be projects like Project Borealis that are supposed to, you know, be like a fan-made recreation of Half-Life 2 Episode 3. That never saw the light of day, unfortunately. Remember, if you see an orange jumpsuit, hit the red button. But all I can say is that since Half-Life Alyx has come out, it might throw a little spanner in the works, shall we say. And fuck, I missed that. So that's not good. Just saying, you know, I don't want to provide spoilers or anything like that, but I've played Half-Life Alyx on the channel without VR. That's an interesting little series of videos. And since James got a Oculus Quest 2, I've had the idea of wanting to do a Half-Life Alyx playthrough with VR. That'd be funny.
Oh, hi. Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me?
Bird? Hey, what's this?
No,
Control.
wait. Just kill it and we'll call things even between us. No hard feelings.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Shit. What was that?
Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him.
Oh, a few hours, huh?
And unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So
Are
what
we?
do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go.
Is that what I really
No
want?
tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even
Do
if
you?
I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird.
Okay. Fine, you'll come with me.
You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go.
Elevator control. So yeah, we've activated the
Where
elevator.
are we? How long have I been out?
This is
An
controlling.
extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going.
Atomic fireball. Keep to the left. Do not litter. Do not loiter. Do not touch the glass. Well, how about I say no to all of those? Well, here's Cave Johnson. He's looking a little more old now. The stress is getting to him a little bit, I guess you can say. So, obviously, as I would have mentioned, this is where you notice the decline in Aperture because, you know, it was Olympians and war heroes and astronauts. Now they're getting like bums off the streets and offering them $60 whole, which is, well, I don't know how much that would be in like 1971 or however the time, whatever the time period was supposed to be for this. So, obviously, you just should notice that there's a decline. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ass over here. And you know what? I'm going to save the game here and call it a day, I guess. Because next part we're going to go through the next series of tests and hopefully get out of this old facility. So sorry for the interruptions. Sorry for everything that's happened in this, you know, 2 parts of Portal 2 single player. Hopefully next part it's not so hot and there's not so many distractions, so I can just, you know, play and not have to do any edits or anything like that. So take care out there everyone, see you for the next part and have a great day.